It is 1:22 in 2021. I am Frank Alio, and I have on with me Tanya Wormley, and we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the back office. So Tanya, I'm going to go ahead and make you the, I'm going to make you the host, make host, and go ahead and click on host. And you can unmute yourself. Okay, you are unmuted. Okay. Now, Tanya, now that you are the host, click on the green box on the bottom of your screen, the share screen, and
Okay.
then click on your back office.
And back office. Okay.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Now take your mouse and go up in the upper left-hand corner to
Mm-hmm.
dashboard, which is correct right there. Oh, dashboard right there. Click, click. All right.
Okay.
So now I want you to also expand that blue line. Go to the bottom of the blue line on the left-hand side. Left,
Okay.
and click
And
that,
expand.
and it
Okay.
expands. And now you can see everything. So when we send you your active link, you will get an active link, and it'll be something like easyfinancialgroupllc.com/, and then your number, whatever your number is, it would give you that. You plug that in to your URL. It would bring you right to this page. You put in your username and password, and then it brings you right to this uh, sheet. This is called the agent portal. This is the portal, or the way that you can work your program and do all the things that we do. So just to get familiar with it, scroll to the bottom and then scroll back up to the top so you can just see everything that's there. You see it says agents, you see it says marketing links. Keep scrolling
Mm-hmm.
down, keep going to the bottom. I think we're there.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay, now scroll back up again so we can see. And I'm going to just go through this top. As you come into it, you'll see my name up at the top. You'll see how to get a hold of me if you need my help. When you become a pro agent, we may change that, put your name up there so that your standard agents can contact you rather than
Okay.
contact me. All right. When you begin to start marketing, you'll see a funnel, a multicolored funnel right down in the middle of the page, and it says 7 landing page hits 7. If you looked at mine, it's 7,000. And it's because I market all the time. I advertise all the time, and people will land on my landing page. They'll decide whether what we do is it works for them or not, and then they'll click on it, and then I can follow up and I can close the sale. So let's scroll down a little bit to figure out where those landing pages are. Stop, stop, stop. Go back up a little bit. Landing pages are right there. So underneath the landing pages, you see, thank you, good little circles. Underneath the landing pages, you see a green line. Circle that green line a couple of times. Yep, right there. So you get to choose which landing page you like the best. Me personally, I like the city scene, and my landing page is that city scene. So if you click on that city scene, that would make your landing page that. So just go ahead and click on that. Okay, go ahead and X out of that. That's what your landing page is going to look like now. When people come on your page, that's what it look like. Click on the green bar. On the green bar under. No, no, no. I'm sorry. Go back to that page again, the same page. Move your mouse down to the bar that's blank right now. Click on it, and it should turn green. There you go. All right. Now you have just selected that page. You can select any page you want after this, but you have selected that page for now. And that's what your landing page is going to look like. All right, now let's scroll down a little bit further and you see agents. How many agents do you have? It looks like 0 agents, but you've got 3 leads. So as your leads grow, and the more and the more and the more people that come, this number will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then as you put on agents under you, those agent number is going to expand. All right, now let's go to marketing links. Remember, that's how we fill our funnel up above. That funnel is filled by sending out these marketing links. You can send out the marketing links either by email, posting on social media, putting them in the newspaper, or you could even rent a billboard and put them up on a billboard. Any way that you can imagine, any way that you can think to promote yourself. This is how you promote yourself. So let's look at who you actually are. Going to the very top one, it says Easy Financial Group LLC.com/19352. That 19352 automatically is you. So anybody who responds to that is going to be given to you. So if you wanted to send this to possible leads, you would click the button to the right that says copy link. Go ahead and do that. Click the copy link. Okay. It's copying the link right now. And if you were doing an email, or if you were doing a post, or if you were writing a letter, or if you were doing advertisements, all you would have to do now is put the mouse where you want that to appear, hit Control P or paste, and then it would paste that wherever your mouse is on whatever that you're doing. In other words, this is a clipboard. It goes on a clipboard, and then you can move it to any other uh, software package, word processing package, um, graphics package, any other package. You can move it. You can take it from there and move it to there. And this would be the link that you would send out to possible leads. Let's call the leads customers, end users. So the end user, leads, customer. That's all the same word. The next one down is for agents. So let's say that you would like to promote something and you want to get some more agents. Now, as a pro agent, you know that as a pro agent, you get an override. You get a 50% override. So if your agent earns $1,000 commission check, you get a $500 commission check. So you want to have as many agents as you can have, and you want to encourage them to work every week. And this is how we get the agents. It's the same link, Easy Financial Group, LLC.com/agents, AGENTS/19352. That's how we know it goes to you. The next one down is it's too small for me to read. Would you read that? The black line up above that. That's too small for me to see.
Sure.
Businesses, owners.
Business owners in need of payroll services.
There you go. All right. Sorry, I couldn't read. It was a little small. All right. So if you've got payroll services like ADP, we have a program similar to ADP where we can do payroll, keep track of their employees and everything else. We have a program that we can offer to them. What's the next one down is Fema Loans. So Fema Loans, if the president declares anywhere an emergency area, like a fire, like a storm, like a tornado, like a flood, any kind of a disaster area, we can do low interest FEMA loans to people who generally would not qualify for a loan. If you are in a disaster and your house just got blown away, we're not going to be picky about things that you may or may not have paid. We want to help you restore that house as quickly as possible. All right, and the next one is Card Swift. We do a credit card processing program. We've had this Card Swift program for a long time, but we also have a merchant line of credit, which is not on here. and it's also a merchant account. This is giving somebody, Card Swift is giving somebody a merchant account so that they can accept credit cards very, very cheaply. There's a fee to collect credit cards. Card Swift just gives you a very inexpensive way of collecting payments through credit cards. We also have a new program that's not up here yet. It's called a merchant line of credit, and it is also a merchant account which allows you to collect credit cards, payments through credit cards, but it also allows the merchant to get an instant cash loan up to $10,000. So we'll talk about that in another training. All right, if you could, so this is the completion of the dashboard, and you'll go every time you log in, you will automatically come to this dashboard. But now let's go to the action plan. So you're a brand new agent and you want to teach the brand new agents what to do. So you want to go to that action plan up the top. So let's go ahead and click on that action plan. Okay. There you go. So the action plan are the things that you need to do to get ready to become an effective agent. So if you just go through this action plan one at a time until you've completed the action plan, and it's at your own pace, the faster you go through it, the quicker you'll be ready to be a fully operational agent. So you want to go through this action plan and you want to just click on the links and take advantage of them. Again, this is at your own pace. Nobody is looking over your shoulder. But the sooner that you go through the whole thing, the more you'll understand the overall picture of what it is that we do. So let's go back to that column on the left, expand it out again. There you go. Let's go down to the next one, available documents. Click on the available documents. It takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
In the available documents, this is where you find all of the flyers for the products that we have. Now, finance agents and Easy Financial are actually two different companies, but you are representing both of our companies. You're representing finance agents, and that's what we're doing right now. And Easy Financial has products above and beyond what finance agents has. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the finance agents and all of their products, Easy Financial and all of their products. And with one fee, you represent both companies. So let's take the lower right-hand corner is the unsecured business finance. Click that button, click here, and that will open up a screen. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
yeah, get rid of that. We don't need that. All right. All right. So where it says unsecured financing, you can put your own information there. So if you wanted to use this as a marketing piece and you wanted people to contact you, not contact me, you could put your information up at the header, which is blank, up above, and also where it says unsecured financing, you can put it there. You can have this printed at a print shop. You can have it electronically sent out. You can put it in a newspaper advertisement, Craigslist, many, many, many ways that you can use this. Now, this is our longest running, most profitable program. We have done over 100 million in funding to thousands of small businesses nationwide. This program is called UBF, Unsecured Business Funding. Everything that's on these pages is also unsecured personal funding, UPF. So the same page can talk about both things. The business, if you're promoting it, you can promote both business and personal using this one sheet. And then we have one other program that goes along with this, and it's called personal term loans. Personal term loan would be an application that goes along with this. Again, this will be the main thing that you'll be promoting. And then the personal term loan application is the same kind of program. However, it's for a term loan and it's personal. This is business and it's not a term loan, it's a revolving loan. You can use it over and over and over and over again. If you happen to be in the real estate business, you can use it for down payments. You can use it for closing costs. You can use it for driving around properties, driving for dollars. You can use it, put gasoline in your car and McDonald's in your belly. So
Frank,
you,
I have a question. Could you talk about more about people who would like to start a business?
this would be excellent for people who want to start a business because that's one of that was a great question, Tanya. So if somebody wants to start a business, this program, unlike every other company, this program, we work with people who don't even have a business yet. So some people, like SBA, for example, you have to be in business for 2 years before they'll give you a loan. With this program, we work with startups. We're going to get into that at a great detail later on, but that was a good question. This program goes from somebody who has an existing business, that's 2 or more years, somebody who's a startup, 1 to 2 years, and somebody that hasn't even got a name for their business yet. We're going to show you that a little later in the presentation, where even if you don't have a name for your business, we can help you find a name, set up your account. We can help you get an LLC. We can help you get your EIN. In other words, we can help you with everything you need to start your business from scratch using this program. And then we can fund you as well. And we can fund anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 unsecured business funding. Unsecured. It's secured by nothing, your signature. That's it. Okay, that was a great question. Let's go ahead. Let's scroll down, escape out of here. Just hit the escape button, the back button. Okay, now all of these different programs, we have the express loan flyer, the unsecured business finance, commercial real estate, uh, business express loans, SBA loans. Keep scrolling down. And then below the line, it has the programs with their application attached. So the one up above was just a brochure that you would mail out, but going to the unsecured business finance in the upper left-hand corner now, upper left-hand corner, no, don't scroll, go back down.
Okay.
Right, now go to the upper left-hand corner, unsecured finance. Click on that. This is the same brochure that you saw a minute ago. Come on. Same brochure you saw a minute ago, but now scroll down. Scroll down, 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 down. Keep going, keep going. Aha! Look, this one has the application attached right to it. So instead of just sending out the brochure, because you're fishing or you're working, rather than just that, you've got somebody who says, you know what, this is something I want to do. I need to do it. What do I have to do to qualify for this? And here's your answer. You send this to them, and then they fill out this pre-qualification. They go through this pre-qualification, and it pretty much tells them everything that they need on this pre-qualification. All of the programs that I showed you up above, they all have an application down below that you can send out when the client requests the more information, or when the client says, yes, I'd like to do this. You have the application right attached to it. All right, let's go ahead and escape out of here. Okay, now on the lower right hand corner where it says standard agent manual, Let's click here. Keep getting that sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is your standard agent manual. This is what you want to refer to because many times people say, Frank, can we do this? Frank, can we do that? Frank, how can we do something else? This, that, or the other. Well, if you go to your standard agent manual first, if you go to your flyer first, it pretty much tells you everything. But then go to your standard agent manual and scroll down a little bit till you get to the glossary of contents. Okay, so now you see UBF halfway down the page. If you go to that, it gives you the benefits of the program we just talked about. It gives you the documents required for the program we just talked about. And then it gives you the requirements that you need. So it spells out everything in a very, very simple, rudimentary way so that it's very understandable to the newest person, even if the person has no business experience at all. It's laid out in such a way that it makes it very, very simple for them. This talks about the introduction, the intro, talks about the revenue-based accounts, the unsecured business funding, UBF, the business directed retirement accounts, business term loans, keep going down, equipment financing, commercial real estate, and it goes on and on like that. And now you're into the actual you're into the actual book. Now you can print this out. This is on your computer right now. And if you like, you can print it out and you can put it in like a 3-ring binder, and you could have it as a reference point when somebody calls you, or if you're talking to somebody and they say, well, Tanya, is it possible for you to do such and such? And within a minute, you can flip the page and says yes, and this is what I need. So
Mhm.
you'll know immediately what you need to gather, what documents you need to gather. All right, let's go ahead and escape out of here. Suspicious site. Okay, let's expand that column to the left again. And then let's go down to the available training. Next one down. There you go. Again, the training is in 10 to 15-minute videos. They're very simple to understand, but the beauty is you go through them at your own speed. So you might want to print up some of the flyers when we're on a particular program, like the UBF, for example. Again, UBF is our most profitable. Stop. Our most profitable, longest running program. So you might want to print out the flyer, and you might even want to print out the pages from the book that talks about the UBF, and then watch the video at the same time. So you have multiple points of reference so that when they're talking about something, you can see it, you can have that aha moment that you can understand exactly what it is they're talking about because you have the page in front of you, you've got the video in front of you, and then if you just don't get it, just stop the video, back it up, play it again until that you get that light bulb goes off in your head and say, yes, yes, I get it, I understand. All right. And so that is the training. Again, this is all at your own speed. Nobody's pushing you. Nobody's making you do anything at a certain amount of time. This is up to you. The sooner that you want to start making money is when you need to be going through these programs. All right, let's go ahead and expand out that there again. All right. Let's go to the input leads. We want to skip one and go to input leads. Here we go. Now, what I do is I use multiple screens on my computer. Many people know how to open up multiple windows on one screen. So if I had the unlimited free leads for life, and I took my screen and I split it in half. If you know how to do that, I can't explain it to you, but if you know how to do multiple windows on one screen or multiple screens. If you had the unlimited free leads for life, those are all opportunity seekers. They're looking for businesses. They're looking for ways to earn money, or they may be looking for the money to get into the business that they want to get into. Either way, they're your kind of clients. These people are exactly the kind of clients you want to speak to. So we go through a list. Let's say there's 10 of them on the list. We go through, we start at the A and we go down to Z, and we start dialing the phone number, talking to the people, and telling them about what we have to offer. If what you say rings in their ear, that's exactly what I'm looking for, then you say, well, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. Let me go ahead and take some basic information from you. And then we fill out this program. This is what I was saying. We're going to talk about this a little later. What I do is I come to the first name and I ask them the correct spelling of their first name. Now, the reason I do that is many people, let's talk to you about Thomas Adam Strickland. So Thomas Adam Strickland, his first name is Adam, not Thomas. So if he signs his paycheck or if he signs for an application, he goes by Thomas, but his real name is Adam. So that happens a lot. So you want to know the correct spelling of their first name, and don't think that just because he's answering to Thomas, that that's really his first name. It might not be. So he tells you it's Adam, A-D-A-M. And what is the correct spelling of your last name? Strickland, and he spells out Strickland. Then you say, what is the best email to send your approval to? The key word is approval. Many people are afraid of getting spam in their inbox, and they just are not going to give you their real email address until they really trust you. So when you're talking to these people, and many of them have been turned down, they expect to be turned down, and then they expect to be spammed. So they'll give you a bogus email address. That is the most frustrating thing for your underwriter or for your pro agent, when they can't get a hold of a perfectly good client because we got a bad email. So we say, what is the best email to send your approval to? Now, oh my God, my approval? They give you their real email address. Now we go to the phone number. What is the best phone number to call you to discuss your approval? So now they're excited. Oh my God, these people are really going to give me a loan. I better give them my real information. And that prevents the major number one frustration on the underwriters and on the pro agents, because when they follow up and the information is not accurate, pretty soon the client calls complaining that he gave you their information and you've done nothing with his information. Well, the problem to find many times is they gave bogus information, even though they wanted the loan, that they call and they don't get the loan because they gave bogus information. You want them to give you real information. Then we go into the company name. That's optional. They may not even have a company yet. They may be thinking about starting a company. They may not even know what to call their company. So that's an optional point, and we can help them. We have people who can set them up with an LLC. They can set them up with an EIN, and we can set them up so that they're ready to do business legitimately, a legitimate business. We can help them set that up, and we can come up with 2 or 3 names that will work for them, and then find out which name is actually available so that we can get that under an LLC. So we can work with people who have not even started their business yet, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. What are their funding goals? They might be looking for 10 or 20,000. Based on their personal credit, we can get them up to 150,000 to start that business. So I usually put 150,000 in there, or 100,000 I put in that box. My average, no matter what I put in the box, my average is 75,000. So I wouldn't put the average in. I'd put the 100, and then they'll settle for 75,000. All right, let's scroll down a little bit. Okay. Now, one of the very first things that you're going to need when you start talking to clients is you're going to need this page opened, and you're also going to need Identity IQ opened. And I have given everyone the link. We use a very special link. I will be sending out that link again today. We use a specific link for Identity IQ. It gives them a $1 trial, and it gives us access to get into their Identity IQ credit report. We want to be able to get into their credit report because if we find anything that is not good that would prevent them from getting the loan, we can get in and we can see what we need to do to get rid of that negative quickly. If we can't get rid of it quickly, we may suggest that they go to one of our 3 credit services. We have 3 different credit services. We have credit repair, credit restoration, where we rebuild your entire credit profile, or credit sterilization, where we might be able to get rid of some terrible thing that happened to you in your life. We can get rid of it completely. So we have 3 different levels. But by having access to their credit report, we now know whether they qualify for a loan or not, and what it's going to take to make them qualify. That's where we differ tremendously from everybody else. Everyone else looks at their credit report. You either do or you don't. You're alive or you're dead. Nothing in between.
Frank, I have a question.
Go
If a
ahead.
person knows that they're in their credit challenged and they know that they want to do this program, will they be able just to sign up for the credit repair or the credit services that the company offers first, then go into the program?
Great question. Absolutely. Great question. The answer is absolutely yes. I would go ahead and take all of this information that we're doing anyway, just to keep them in the system, because this is putting them into the system. I would get their credit report, like I just mentioned, and drag it and drop it here. You put it on your desktop. In other words, you would act as if you are that client. You would contact the link that we want you to contact. You would ask the client the questions, same as before. What is your name? What is your first name, last name? What's your social? Every question that the Identity IQ asks. And then you would save it to your desktop, and you would send them a copy of it, and then you would drag and drop that copy right here. So now you have their information on your desktop, and now you've got it in their file. Now, let's answer your question specifically. You and I can look at their credit report, and we can see what they really need. Can they get away with the cheapest one we have, which is $79 to start, $120 a month for 6 months, and they get a full year's worth of service and a 7-year guarantee? Or that was credit repair. Or do they need credit restoration? Do they need to rebuild their life? And that is $188 to start, $89 per month, and it's 12 different programs rebuilding their whole entire credit profile, not just their credit repair, but their whole profile. And no contract. When you reach your goal, at any time they reach their goal, they can quit when they reach the goal that they set for themselves. And then, of course, the last one is credit sterilization. That is $2,595. Um, that is $500 down, and we can roll the rest of it into the loan that we get them. So, yes, your answer is yes. Before they go into any program that we have, it would be super wise, super important for us to get their credit on the right footing. And now that we have their credit on the right footing, then we can go to the next one down. So scroll to the next one down. The next one is description. The way we do a description is we put in the date. So put in 01, whatever the day's date is, 22, 0122, and 2021. And then your initials in uppercase letters. And then you would just tell a big story. The more information we have here, the better it is, so that we can know how exactly to direct them to make sure they get the right program. Many people come in and say, I need a loan. I'm a doctor's office and I want to buy an x-ray machine and it costs $100,000 and I want a loan. No, you don't. What you want is you want a lease, because we can lease it with little and no credit, with little and no money down. You can get the equipment in a week or two, and you can, when you make the payments, you write the whole entire payment off so you don't have to depreciate it. And at the end of the lease, you pay one more dollar and the equipment is yours. And all of a sudden, the doctor says, oh my God, you're right. I didn't know. I didn't need a loan. I really did need a lease. That's what we can do by giving the information, really good detailed information. We can determine the exact proper program to put them in. We do this every single day. They apply for loans once or twice or three times in a lifetime. They don't know what they're applying for. They don't know what they need. But you are a professional. You know what they need. And by filling out that, we can direct them to the correct product for them. All right, let's go down to the next one, programs. We hit the down arrow there. Now, as I mentioned several times, our longest running, most profitable program is the unsecured finance. Now, there's two reasons why I would click on the unsecured finance first. If we absolutely know that the scenario that I just said is true, then we'd probably want to put them through the equipment finance that I just described. However, if we don't absolutely know, we'd put them through the unsecured finance. The unsecured finance is the toughest program to qualify for. You have to have really good credit. But if you qualify for that one, guess what? You qualify for every other product that we have. So I want to put you through the toughest one first. And if you qualify, well, of course, that's money in your pocket. If you're a client, that's up to $75,000 in your pocket for you to do anything you want to do to run your business, or to invest in real estate, or anything else you want to do. So if you qualified for that, you will automatically qualify for everything else. So that's why I click on that. So we'll go ahead and click on unsecured finance, please. Okay, then the last one down, pull the down arrow. This is what we said earlier. Scroll up so we can see the whole screen. Okay, get the down arrow again. Okay, so there are three kinds of businesses. There's a startup business, which is less than a year. That is the one we were just talking about. They don't even have their name yet. We have a business that's been in business 1 to 2 years, and it's an existing business. And then there's an existing business that's 2+ years. Well, Frank, I've had this business for 25 years. Is that more than 2? Yes, then you qualify. It's 2+ is the magic number. In finance, everything that they look at in finance is 24 months or older. If you've been doing anything for 24 months, chances are you're pretty good and you're going to keep doing what it is you're doing and you're going to keep growing. The other way to look at it, the negative way to look at it is most businesses fail within the first 2 years. So if you can click that 2+ years, chances are your client is going to get an extra 30% more than he asked for. Kind of nice. It's kind of a bonus. So when you go to present their loan to them, instead of getting that 75,000, they get 30% more than that. Now you're a hero and they're excited. All right. At the end of this, when you've filled out this information, this is inputting a lead, you would have hit submit. It would have come immediately. Don't do it. If you hit submit, it would come immediately to me as a client, and then I would put it through the processing and start processing it right away. That's it. Let's go ahead and back to that. There you go. Right. That's what I want. All right. And the last thing, if you're brand new with us, what we want to do is we want to fill out your profile, which is this next one up. There you go. Click on that. So if you're brand new with us, you should fill out your profile because that tells us where to send your money, how much, where to make your payments go to, and all of that. We want to be absolutely certain that you get your money as quickly as possible. We need a 1099. We're going to send out a 1099 to you, and W9, I think they call it. We'll be sending out a W9, and we're going to ask you how you found out about us, and we want to know a little bit about you so we can customize a program that helps you. Scroll down a little bit, please, Tanya. Questionnaire. Keep going to the questionnaire. There you go. So if you would please answer the questions in the questionnaire, it helps us to understand who you are, and it helps us to understand the best ways that we can help you. And with that, that is the end of this presentation. Do you have any questions, Tanya?
No more at this time. It was a very good presentation. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Oops. Come on, Frank.
So I hit the stop share.